You know, Mitch, there's nothing quite like a reverse sweep on each other's map picks to really spicing things up for the third map, but we have made it here on Overpass. Welcome back to the show. My name is Stronglegs, of course, your host as always, and this is Mitch right here. We'll be bringing you the action for one of these teams advancing to the finals. We already have Namiga waiting for us. Now we're looking for their opponent, and this matchup has been nothing short of entertaining. And I think this map is not gonna be any less entertaining, probably even more so entertaining, Mitch. Map, I think the knife round is just finished, so the side choices will go down, and as soon as the pistol round begins, we'll be jumping into the in-game. But I mean, just based on looking at these statistics, Mitch, I'm not really seeing any crazy patterns. I see that both teams play this map, yes, but overall, I think this is going to be a pretty 50-50 map. I mean, on HLTV at least, ESPADA has played this map more so than KOVA. And I think we're ready to go. Let's get this action started. And I'm expecting a 50-50. I have no idea how to predict this one, Mitch.
It's definitely going to be up in the air. Looking at these lineups, with the core 4, they've actually each only played it once, but with the core 3, like you said, they've played a lot. And generally, it's the 3 that's going to matter in terms of how your approach to the map works. ESPADA starting up on the T side. They're moving down towards underneath and catching themselves in connector. A nice early fight, but unfortunately not winning the duel. Now they've got the doors wide open. Do they want to go down through the door or move up through the one that's already open? And top and short, Dirkaps is just popping off. He's got 4 kills. He's popping their heads. They were too focused on short, and he's aced the pistol round all by himself. He's just deleted that push.
Oh, man, that last shot looked so sick. That guy went flying, Mitch. Wow. Dirkaps. Bravo. What a well-played round. Just using his teammates' as distraction to just really put himself in that. What a huge start here for the KOVA side. I mean, if that doesn't inspire your team's morale, like, I don't know what is.
Absolutely. I mean, what can you do? You're walking up, you're getting one tapped. I can't criticize ESPADA for that round. All I can do is commend Dirkaps for one of the best pistol rounds we've seen so far in this tournament, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, agreed.
And now ESPADA have got quite a bit to do. Deagles and a scout. They obviously didn't get a bomb plant. They didn't make it past middle.
Wow. Sorry, I'm sorry. My brain is still stuck on that. That last shot just really solidified that as a sick clip. Holy. Add that to the highlight reel. For now, though, it will be the force buy here for ESPADA. They have a couple smokes. Dima, though, opens it up. That's the hero. He's been shut down. The M4 is down in an awkward territory. And Pekka will pick it up while he still can. You know what would be a disaster for the morale? If they lost this round, Mitch. That would be a disaster for the morale. Uli's good for one. Instantly traded out by Dexter, but they don't have any flashes to transition onto site, so they have to just find these fights here somehow and isolate them with the smokes.
Well, we're going to see the triple spray down there as they were just stuck up in the pyramid. Peku got a good angle around that smoke. He's looking for a little bit more, being spammed down now, though. They fake out the bomb plant, but look at that peek from C. He doesn't find the kill in the end, as this is descending into chaos. Both players are below 10 HP. This UMP should surely just pick them up cleanly. He knows there's one inside the smoke. Not going for the spam just yet. Doesn't want to give away his position, but that allows the player to get away. He's now pushed down long. This is getting a little bit risky. He can't catch him in time. Going to be pushing right on up, though. This is such an easy frag.
No!
Come on! He's literally 8 HP. How do you not kill him?
That was so well played, though, from Dexter. You got to give him a little credit for that one. He got off the site. He took the risk that the player wasn't banked. He took that risk. As soon as he realized he has to get away, he just runs. He knows he's going to be hunted. And, man, what a huge loss. I mean, that morale that was built up by Dirkaps' huge play has just been robbed by ESPADA. They just took it, and they're laughing. They went from a pistol ace to an eco loss. I mean, that... What is happening, dude? Is this how we're starting this game? Like, for real?
At this point, we haven't had a single game that's just played out as where I'd say, yep, that's Counter-Strike. This is just madness. That's all this is, just madness.
I love every second of it. Man.
Okay, so the exact same buy comes out from KOVA as ESPADA just had. We'll see if anybody's surviving on 2 HP. One spotted down below. The spams are heard. So you know at this point there's 2 in water. Peek up above. Not doing anything just yet. Patsy does catch it onto Uli though. This might prompt him. Oh, he was already aiming at his head. Beautiful crosshair placement from Durkeps. Proves to be an animal with the pistol, even up against rifles, but he's traded out immediately. ESPADA were ready for that peek to come through, and now the push up towards A commences. They're already moving up through the toilets. As said, no one has gone through the toilets to clear it, but there we go. Finnegan eventually on his way. He's in danger, gets tagged up by the scout, but not able to peek back out. Tapping away at a headshot angle as Peku falls. It's a 2v4, and one that doesn't look good for KOVA at all. They've picked up a Galil. Saving that through to the next round is probably going to be the priority, with Twixie looking for any hunts, although he's actually moving to save as well.
ESPADA. Okay. Now, before they played under this banner, at least Sotfik, Dima, and actually, yeah, just Sotfik and Dima, they were on Spirit before, right? They had a really strong overpass. It was actually one of their stronger maps on that lineup. And I think the IGL ship here for between Sotfik and Dima is probably seeping into this lineup. So ESPADA is really well versed on this map. And this map is kind of weird, right? Like, it hasn't been very CT sided lately. It's been a lot of T side sweeps, and especially with the SG meta kind of in full effect at this point. There's been a lot of aggression and confidence from the T side that have made this such a slippery slope map. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see reverse sweeps on the T sides, but right now it's ESPADA in full control, it feels like. And KOVA, they only have the 2 weapons that they saved in their prior round, and it'll be PQ50 upgrades around them. And that's it. That's all they have. And it's going to be a gamble towards the A site. And have I ever told you about the law of gambles, Mitch?
I don't think so.
Well, whenever you gamble stack, there's like a 90% chance the team goes the other direction.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's actually fairly accurate, based on my experience. Right now, it's certainly proving to be held up. It's about to get a bomb plant with just 1 kill. KOVA. Okay, Piatola saves. Twixie could do the same. Let me just real quick check on him. He's got 100 armor, so if he can save this over, he gets a free helmet, which will really help them out. The other players, Uli, Durkeps, I would like to see playing probably more aggressive than they currently are, sitting back towards the A bomb site, looking for a flank coming up, pushing all the way down to the B bomb site, playing outside of tunnels, trying to catch some exits. Doesn't look like they're being given those opportunities. Or they're giving themselves those opportunities, I should say. Luckily, ESPADA not hunting down anyways.
Yeah, I think they're fine just having the weapons that they have right now. And there's probably some sort of thought on KOVA where, like, okay, we really don't want to get farmed by this MAC-10 and give away even more money than we have to. Let's just play VIP. Let's secure our VIPs with weapons and armor and just hold on to our weapons. Now, of course, the buy does come out here for KOVA, and that Galil is basically a budget M4, right? I mean, it's arguably even, I won't say better than the M4, but it's pretty close, honestly. 5 extra bullets as well. That feed, no reason to upgrade it. You just keep it. Buy some weapons around it. Keep your economy strong. And I think we are having technical timeout here.
Yeah, KOVA have dropped a player. I think that's the funny thing for me is always like watching Twitch chat when you see it's an eco. Like they've literally only got USBs. MAC-10 pushes A, kills 2, and the other 3 guys go to save. You'll always see Twitch chat. There's always that one guy who's like, saving USPs, idiot. It's like, no, not giving them hundreds of dollars. That's the point. Even if there's not an SMG in play, like, you still don't want to give them $300. Well, what's the point? If you know you're not going to be winning those duels.
Mitch, you didn't know that everyone in Twitch chat actually has a PhD in Counter-Strike economics?
Oh, shit, my bad. All right, I'll step down. Let's get one of them on.
My favorite is, shut up, silver casters.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, man. Like, all these years of experience that I have competing just means nothing.
It's irrelevant, all right? You're silver.
Gold Nova casters are for lucky. Silver is on every other day. There we go. He's back, though. We're missing Uli. He's made an appearance. Server will go live shortly, I imagine. And, of course, they've probably been using this time to discuss what their plan of defense is here. Is, to be frank, ESPADA's economy is actually terrifying. And this is going to be kind of a bonus, right? They're using the FAMAS, they're using the Galils along with the MAC-10. Likely to do some sort of fast play or some sort of volatile execute, maybe, towards the B site or possibly the A site. I would suspect it is B, though, considering they have the MAC-10s and Galils. But I wonder what they have in mind.
We'll be taking a look now in just a second, as we'll be popping on in 8 seconds left. ESPADA, they've got themselves a nice little mix by. Lots of junk in there. Likes the Mac 10, not going to be too helpful. Well, I mean, you say that, and as soon as you say that, he's going to get an ace. It's going to be a much faster play towards the B-bomb side than I would have expected, but with these weaker weapons, you want to try to overwhelm. And here they go, flashed already, Piatola lobs a nade through, smoke just preemptively for the Molotov. They're already up close, and they deal with him quite quickly, but Demon's fallen. Twixie in there with a big play on a double. Taken down through the smoke afterwards. Allows the bomb plant to come through, or does it? Dirtcaps is stepping up. They've heard him on short. They know he's here, and somehow the spray doesn't connect to Patsy. Down he goes, and it's 4-1.
Yep, and just like we thought, they're going to do the volatile B explode. It worked out well. The execute was on point, but I have to admit, that was a bit of a drop-off, a bit of a mistake from Piatola, excuse me. I mean, he had to choose between either throwing the anti-rush smoke on barrels or throwing an HE, and he chose the HE over the anti-rush smoke, which might have actually, one, prevented his life, and two, taken away ESPADA's confidence to gain that forward control, which costed them 2 extra lives. A bit of a flaw there on the defenses. Maybe a sign of stress here for KOVA. Now they're going to run the stack again towards the A site. Right now, it's just a passive default for ESPADA, right? Just feeling out the explodes, clearing out long A, making sure all the stacks aren't really there. And if the law of gamble is correct, the law of stacks is in effect, I think we'll likely see a B commitment here.
Just because of the law of gambles. Saltfic. Oh, the molly. No! Oh, Twixie doesn't peek.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Where's the reaction? As soon as you hear that molly being lit, you're out there. You're gonna be feeling pretty lit. Oh god, he's not even checking him.
Killed your teammate, man. Twixie,
what's happening?
There
and he
it
kills
is.
him. Of course, he gets the reward for a weird play.
All right. Yeah. Law of stacks is still in effect. B site has been chosen by ESPADA. Feeling out the map pretty well, though. I have to admit, this wasn't quite the random attack on B site. It was pretty well thought out and methodical. Now they have to defend against what is a swarm from almost all directions. Coming in from CT side, they have a player on flank who's just waiting patiently. Pecked. Oh. Not quite finishing off his target, but Twixie does find a kill. So it is getting costly for ESPADA.
Doesn't look like it's going to cost a whole lot more, though. I think there's a weapon there for Uli to get if he runs down. All right, it was a FAMAS. Maybe I'm hallucinating. He's missing all these shots, and he's getting taken down in the end. So it's only going to be Twixie saving over the FAMAS. Got a 5-7 as well, but that won't be too much use. So there's going to be a full buy coming in from the CT side. 5-1. ESPADA off to a rolling start. Generally, I would have expected KOVA, considering the performance they put up on Dust 2, on the CT side specifically, to be performing a little bit better. But now with the full buy coming out, maybe this is where it turns around. At the same time, I would add a caveat that on Dust 2, they seemed much more comfortable, obviously, when it came down to those holes. Now on Overpass, this is a much more difficult map to call those rotations and really manage your players. And this is where you can see those errors start to really manifest again.
Right. I think to add on top of that, what's terrifying for me is that ESPADA has built up such a massive safety net that they will begin to take those risks and expose those flaws, right? Whereas if they were broke, maybe they're not as risky, or maybe they're not, as pushy and confrontational. But now that they have, thousands, like tens of thousands of dollars built up, they're going to take those risks. They're going to push the boundaries to the absolute limit, and that's when mistakes get exposed. For now, it is a long A setup here for KOVA, which really kind of weakens the defenses towards bathrooms, and at some point, that extra player has to rotate over from B to pick up that gap. Oh,
he's seen so many people, but just on the edge of his screen, never able to react. Dirtcap's going to try to come up behind on the flank. This could work. To try and slow them down, and Dirtcaps gets himself moving back, though. The good nade, but unfortunately they were already out. Good aggressive position from Uli, but only one again before being traded out. Now that leaves ESPADA in an ever advantageous position. Do they suspect another player to be? Oh, well, they're going to get the information for free. Twixie's about to peek on out and is domed out of this universe with Dima tucked in, waiting for an aggressive play like that. Now this should be 99% a clear bomb site in their heads, and you can see they're just barreling forward there. Sotfig is aware of that. Piatola, the last alive, just to save a FAMAS. He'll see if he can get a better weapon. There should be one just here, yeah. The player died. That's an AK.
Oh no, Mitch. He has 0 ADR, 0 kills, 0 assists. He hasn't even done a single point of damage going on the 8th round.
What a noob.
Wow, why do you have to say it like that? Jesus.
I think he was the one that disconnected, but he has gone 3 rounds in a row without doing that, without finding any damage, which is interesting. Poor chap. Oh, Peku's avoided the
no, he has
007.
6 ADR. Okay, no, he has 6 ADR. I was wrong.
Oh, it's 6. Never mind then. That's sick. Oh, I think what's happened is is it the UI because he disconnected? He's glitched it out.
Yeah, maybe, possibly.
God damn it, Piatola! You're gonna mess with our stuff like that. What a dick.
Ever
Why do we
disconnect again?
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? You know what? That's half the prize money. I'll teach you.
No, jokes aside though, they do have some artillery to fight back in this round, and I can't help but feel like they really need to start eating away at this massive mountain of cash that ESPADA's building, right? Like this is getting out of hand. Like Dexter's almost maxed out, so is Sotvic. Like if you're KOVA, it's not even about losing rounds at this point. Like you need 3 to 4 kills. You need to guarantee the profits are in the negatives. There it is. That's the first. One. Peku has an opportunity. Not quite going favorably.
It's good control by ESPADA. They're bringing the bomb over towards the A site. They're pushing up through toilets. The problem is KOVA are on the rotate. They've just had Piatola secure over towards bank. In comes Twixie as well with the SMG. He's got to get a little bit more of an advanced position. Can't really play from the dumpster with an SMG like that. Not up against a full by anyways. He'll try to catch them all. Ooh, is he peeking? Yeah, he's peeking down towards short. Man's got balls. I'll give him that. Now he's posted in a really good position to catch them off if they push forward.
Oh man, that kill onto Twixie just really made things awkward for Pytol. Now he's stuck in this position. He has no escape from this sign, is what it's called. One on the flank. Patsy eliminates Pytola, and ESPADA continue what is a dominant spree. 4 players alive. Dexter's maxed out. So is Sotvic. Maybe not after the buy, but they have over 56,000 in money. And it only requires like what, 23 to 25,000 to buy if you're at the T side, which means that they have guaranteed themselves this buy, 2 more buys, and a potential 3rd buy if they require it. Now look at this, they're not satisfied with their oh! First of all, Uli spots that, like what? Second of all, what the hell?
If anything, it's more impressive that Uli's watching that. I've
with an M4.
Maybe twice in my life I've seen a player come out there and go, huh, I wonder if they're quad boosting. It doesn't happen. No one does it. It's so rare. But he's checked it. If he had an op there, he would have got that kill, and that probably would have been the first time we ever saw a punish like that. So I don't think... have you ever seen the quad boost, the guy that's actually on top, get killed? Well, I mean, like, as soon as he peaks.
I've seen it once with op, but I've never seen it someone holding for it with M4. Like, what res is he on to even see that? Like, I can't see that on my res. You know what I mean? Like, am I blind? Like, I don't
10 by 5 stretched.
Seriously, though.
Get right in there.
This guy's a hawk, man. Jesus. Now the double man advantage just allows him to just walk up, contact in. If they're trading, that's fine. They still have the B bomb, or the A bomb side, excuse me. But this is a gamble here from KOVA. And as we already know, stacks never work. We're 3 for 0, by the way. We're past the 90% at this point, Mitch.
I mean, yeah, we're 100% down. This is I'm not saying that this is scientific evidence, but I think we've just about proven it now.
Oh, Dima. That's one. They're maxed now, by the way. They're gonna have 3 players maxed out here.
That's ridiculous.
I think they actually might have guaranteed buys for the rest of this half, because by the time they even eat away at the money that they have reserved, their loss bonus would already be maxed out again. I really don't think there's a way to break ESPADA. Like, I don't think you can virtually break their money. It's actually impossible, I think. Which is kind of a scary proposition.
Well, I mean, technically you could. If they didn't get another bomb plant, they bought 5 ops every round.
Okay, fair enough.
It's technically possible. Okay, there we go, Twixie. He saved the weapon. It took a little bit of effort, but he managed to bring it across. Now, what are they going to get with it? Do they force buy? Pitola gets an M4, no utility. Peku, Uli. And Durkeps, one of them gets dropped an M4, they get util, so you got 3 M4s, 2 utility. It's not the strongest of buys. They realize they can do that, but they decide no. Take a scout, take pistols. Try to let Twixie on the M4 get some good damage done. Scout with the early peek on middle, and a great shot by Durkeps! 2 for 1. Easy bullets. Easy shots, easy headshots, and not a chance. I was hoping for tags. I was thinking if he can tag 1 or 2 guys, they'll be over the moon, because the pistols then can destroy them. But no, 2-man advantage. Why not?
All right, if KOVA lose this round somehow, which, although they do have a double-man advantage, they don't really have the firepower advantage. They lose this, Mitch. That, in my opinion, is the psyche breaker, right? That's when the psyche just shatters in pieces.
Yeah, they're being really, really heavily siphoned down to the B-bomb site. You have to make a choice in a round like this where you've been picked off like that and the CTs aren't giving you any opportunities. You have to just push a bomb site. You're not going to get any information. You can't use utility to try scout out places because you don't have enough utility to do that. When you use your utility, you execute. Nice opening, nice second opening. 2 players are very low. Uli's got a deagle. He can definitely get the damage done here. He's also got a nade. Hasn't deployed that just yet. He's going to just go for the deagle. Fights, and he takes the full HP player down. Making it so much easier for the rest of the team to close it. A second round for KOVA, and of course, they do it when they've only got pistols.
Durkeps, shout out. This 5... What? I mean, okay, he got 5 kills on the pistol. He just got 2 kills on that round. That means 7 of his 11 kills have come from the pistol round and the eco rounds. That's... Although that is a great start, that's not really a good sign, obviously.
The problem is, as you can see now, if he doesn't show up, they lose the round. That's how it's been so far.
Yeah, we're at a point right now where it's like, this is an international tournament, right? These are some of the best non-professional teams in their respective countries, right? Like, some of the best Finnish teams. That isn't ENCE. And, of course, the come-ups of the CIS region is always fun to watch. I mean, these are the next stop, right? These are the next players in line. So, by no means is this a joke to either of these teams. But it is interesting to see that at this point in CS, right? At this level, excuse me, you really can't afford mistakes. Like, you really do have to tighten up. This is where you start to get punished, right? We're getting into that level of Counter-Strike now where you can't be sloppy anymore. Not quite like in the beginning of the tournament or maybe the first few rounds of playoffs. Like, this is where it's crunch time on mistakes.
So it's even more surprising to me that KOVA don't have a coach with them. ESPADA have got that leadership from behind, but KOVA are... I'm not sure who's IGLing, but there's a lot of pressure on him to do it all by himself. 40 seconds left here. ESPADA are going to be pushing towards the A-bomb site. They've not found any early duels. KOVA have been super patient, peeking down towards B and not spotting anyone. Here's Durkeps in the advanced position up on top of the bin. He finds one. There's a second as well. Going around the toilets with the pre-fire. Running and shooting. Dima gets taken down right afterwards, but low HP on Finnegan. This is setting up to be a solid round for KOVA. Great tag. Peku's already done his job, even if he didn't get that kill, and even if he didn't get the third. That is 8-3 on the board. The Krieg upgraded as well. And a fantastic round for KOVA to win. Huge damage done with the scout.
Yeah, we're actually starting to see the money kind of diminish for ESPADA too. Not quite broken just yet. They still have another buy after this one, and it actually might be their final one if the bomb is not planted. If the bomb is planted, I think they still buy 2 rounds in a row. But 8-3. If KOVA bring this back, you know, put 5 rounds here, put 6 rounds here, that's huge not only for their confidence, but for their ability to extend errors in this next half. Patsy going quickly and aggressively. That's an opening frag. Twix has been eliminated, but no follow-up through just yet.
They back off immediately, right? That was an early blitz to short. Nice opening duel. And now they're happy with the man advantage to let KOVA sweat. Run down the clock. 3 players towards the B bomb site. Bomb retrieved. And looks to be setting up for flashes or smokes over towards the B bomb site. So late intention to push on. Boost up. Uli doesn't spot anyone. Now here's the thing. They're selling fake info. Short's completely clear. Okay. So then presumably this is going to be an A hit. Now hopefully KOVA then starts to rotate. But they're sticking with 3 to flash down. Dexter finds 1. The player might have even seen the second player there as well, so there's two sticking around. Uli dancing around. They don't expect him to be on the side, but now he's shot off. He's given away his position a little bit too early. He catches off Patsy, who's already low, but loses the fight to Finnegan. It's all down to poor old Peku to try and get this done, and again with the op and a 1v4, it's not the kind of fight you're going to ever want to take. He tries to go and save, but look at this. Dima's up above, sitting down in the toilets. Peku's conscious of it.
Sitting on a toilet. Remember that meme? That shit, that's so old. How old is that now? Do you know that meme?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Wow, okay, it's really old, man. It might even be before your years.
Before my time. Before I was allowed internet access.
No, but jokes aside, it actually was a really solid hold from Dexter. I don't know if you caught that, but they were out Monster. The pop flash was perfect. They jump spotted water. They saw nothing. They said, okay, let's clear out Monster first, and then we'll readjust for the A hit. The flash comes out and blinds the first two players completely. But he's all the way in the back, posted up with the op, covering his teammates, not letting anything like that go down. And that prevention actually probably won them the round. Now, Patsy, once again, opening frag towards the B site. A huge pick.
It's not like ESPADA need any more advantages to play with. They've already got 9 rounds on the T side, which is just offensively good. And with 3 left to play for, KOVA are now in a spot where they need every single round. There's no excuses. There's no way that a 10-5 half looks decent for them or looks recoverable. Nice shot by Durkaps. That's a bomb drop. Oh, he almost connects the flick up.
Close.
Patsy's also low, so there's at least some benefits here, just like that. The SMG goes up and Finnegan takes Patsy down in a team kill. But it was worthwhile because he took down Uli right afterwards. 3 versus 3. T-side moving towards the A-bomb site. They know there's 2 players here. Out goes the AWP at Durkaps, not able to get the shot off on time. Alalanene. Stockfic finds the kill. And he's looking for a little bit more on long. Nade goes out, but he's not spotting anyone. Look at Tuxie, he's just hiding in the smoke.
Yeah, he's just
hiding
waiting
for my pronunciation.
Right, and Paitolo's coming on the flank, so that's actually what he's buying time for. And oddly enough, I think that pronunciation was even better than your first one. So I'm actually impressed you're getting better.
Oh no.
And Twixie now he's all alone. His position is now very much known, and it will be Dexter to put him down. 10-3. ESPADA improved double digits. That being the actually, what's crazy is there's room for more. And you know what? As weird as it sounds, I think the team kill was better than allowing the MP9 to get the kill, because they don't mind losing the extra $300, but they denied $600. It's actually honestly oddly worked out in favor of ESPADA.
It's true. I don't think there was any thought process there, right? It was just a reactive play, but
Right, yeah, exactly.
it definitely was. It just happened to end up being a much better situation for them. Next time my teammate's on like 3 HP, I'm just going to shoot him in the head.
Yeah, you know, like a Dota deny, you know, deny the creep.
Exactly. Yeah, just feed yourself. That's actually one of the only things I'll ever understand. I'm so proud I understood what you just said.
Hey, I'm proud of you too, Mitch.
You don't get it in League of Legends though, because they still get the kill.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even deny in that game, but there it is. The fight back for the Deagles. That's actually a potential weapon that could be recovered, and it is by Twixie. Durkaps is in a really strong forward position. They have no idea he's here. He might hold the key to this round, Mitch. Oh no.
They haven't cleared it.
Oh, he got spotted, but he got the op and the bomb.
Giving Durkaps an AWP. Okay, he shot in the back of the head. Never mind. I was gonna say that's pretty scary, but no, it's not. The horror movie ended too soon. Now we're over to Fields of Green. It's happy, whoopsie daisies. It's happy fun, super happy fun time. Dima gets shot in the side. Nade on its way. Hello and goodbye. No damage done. AK retrieved. 1 versus 2.
Tier 2.
There was no way. He had no idea that where Finnegan was gone. And just the peek down from short. 11 rounds on the board. I mean, does anyone want to have the argument that this is good? If KOVA find a 4th, that's a good half for them. Anyone? No?
Well, okay, it is much better than a 12-3.
I'll give you that. It very much so is, but it's a lot worse than a 11-4. It's well, it's the same as 11.
Going for it
It's a lot worse than 10-5.
No way. Oh, they missed it that time.
Missed it.
Abandon. I love how when one person just missed it, they say, "Ah, screw it, let's just cancel." But now while they're running this move, they actually got a ton of control on the A side. Peku finds the opening kill. Durkaps is in a good position to secure himself another holding for the feet here on through, and he gets the kill. Dexter eliminated. That's a double man advantage. Single man advantage. Take that back.
able to make it out with a single man advantage, though, at least. They're not too ambitious to give those kills back. Now, for ESPADA, the reaction seems to be to move towards the B-bomb side. If anything fails, move towards the B-bomb side. But Twixie's here with an AWP this time, and this hold is going to be a lot different than previously. You haven't got the AWP to save the day. Dexter, you were mentioning there, in one of those previous rounds where they pushed B, they got flashed, but Dexter saved the day on the op. He ain't here this time. Probably can't save the day. Unfortunately, Twixie's able to take down Dina. Rifle, we're swapping a knife, we're inspecting, I don't know what that's about. Smoke down, bomb plan should come through. Nope, no it doesn't, because Peku just about caught an angle above that, standing up on top of the railing. A lunatic. 11-4. Could be better for KOVA, I think it's safe to say.
I can't help but feel like there's just way too much pressure on this pistol round now. Like, KOVA really need this. Like, I don't think it's an option, really. It's definitely one of the winning conditions that they need to pick up. Otherwise, it will be a much, much more difficult half here for themselves.
If they don't get a bomb plant in this round, then they're screwed.
Yeah, definitely.
If they get a plant, maybe they can lose it, but then they have to win round 2. Like, there's no negotiating. If they force in round 2 and lose that as well, it's GG. They might as well just forfeit already.
There's awkward confrontation. It's a 50-50 here between these two teams. It will be SEMIFINAL to claim the lead here with a one-man up. Now they have to figure out what these three remaining players are. Dexter, of course, is hearing them running up long. They still don't know that Peku's not here. There's one for Dexter. There's a second for him. Clean, clinical. Job done. Paitola remaining 1 versus 4. Now he's been spotted. This round just got infinitely more complex and difficult for him. And the SEMIFINAL are on their way to that 12. No bomb plan so far. I don't even think it's possible to get a bomb plan at this point.
I think it's safe to say that if he gets a bomb plant, he's already killed all the CTs. They're all in toilets. Oh, he's just been spotted as well. Here comes the swing from the left. Oh, no. 6 HP on Demon. Maybe we're getting a little bit too far ahead of ourselves here. Piatola's hitting heads. Oh, my God. Piatola. 6 and 10 HP. Swings out with Dexter with the headshot. Before I had a goddamn heart attack.
Dude, that was so close. Dima had like one shot from death as well. That was possible for a split second there, but Dexter had different plans in mind. 12-4. Bomb plant denied. I think this force buy here for KOVA is unfortunately a necessity.
Yeah, without that bomb plant, the force buy looks a whole lot worse than it would.
Or better, depending on perspective.
Well, yeah, if you're here for ESPADA, it's looking great.
Yeah, business is booming for ESPADA right now. And they're off to the kind of similar start they had in the first half, where their money was disgustingly strong, right? But we'll see how this one unfolds. Because if they keep their players up, if they keep their economy as bolstered as possible here, it's not going to be a good sign for KOVA. But least
this force isn't terrible, right? They've got Deagles. They can take out the ranged fights against MP9s. 4 players have head armor as well. So...
I mean, 3 players are on not quite full utility, but they do have 2 smokes, 1 for bank, 1 for jump up. They do have flashes. They can molly out behind dice. They can, close off some of the crossfires on the A site. Only problem is they are not really going to expect Patsy to be up close long A, who has a pretty much instant flank whenever he so chooses.
KOVA just skirmishing at the moment, looking for that map control piece by piece. Nice shot by Patsy. There's the flank that can now take place. KOVA are now forced to either push the bomb site or go back through toilets very quickly. They decide to do neither, which allows Patsy to come up, and I don't know.
Oh no!
Map control. Like, what's happening? Patsy pushed long. They have no presence on short. Logically, Patsy's going to come behind toilets, or he's going to go back to site. Now, if he goes back to site, no problem. But you have to either push site immediately or go back through toilets to deal with the guy that's on long and could be flanking. Instead, they sat there. They weren't even looking for it, the flank. What was that about?
Yeah, I think they didn't have an answer. It was just too much for them to handle. The flank is coming in. They're contained. They just ate a grenade in the beginning of this round. 14 is definitely in the cards here for ESPADA. I think it's pretty much inevitable at this point, really. And they got the start that they're hoping for. ESPADA are very much on their way for this finish here. The Glass Cannon
on the way.
Maybe they have something up their sleeves here.
They're on the way to take out the finish, you mean?
Oh. Hey. We love that.
This is... I mean, this is literally... It doesn't get much better than this kind of situation. You're 14-4 up. If they lose this round, ESPADA are going to be kicking themselves. Surely they should be 14-4. There we go. Killed by Dexter. 2 deagles left. No one has armor. Ah, let's keep pushing them. They've only got pistols. Dexter's really tempting fate here. Like, you can toot home, but instead they want to just toot the train forward and see if they can find themselves the kills. Buff those stats. Do it, Dexter.
Telling you, man, sometimes you don't need the smart play, Mitch. You just need the alpha play. Like throwing away your entire economy to an unarmored deagle. That's definitely the alpha play. But it won't matter. 4 kills for Dexter. 14-4 now. It's looking pretty grim if you're the Finnish fan. What are your winning conditions here for KOVA? Okay, let's play this hypothetical. All right, what do you need to regain faith in a potential comeback here if you are KOVA?
Everyone on ESPADA breaks the wrist.
Wow, you're that deep now.
I mean, like, look at it this way, right? They've got 1 buy round. If they lose this, it's over. ESPADA are already massively ahead. All they have to do is gamble, stack a bomb site, and eventually KOVA will run into it. Especially just with the flaws we're seeing from KOVA so far. Like, look at this. You've just seen 1 loss on long, 1 super low HP, stuck behind a rock. There's not a lot he can really do here. If he actually baits enough time, they can come up to the toilets, but... Oh, he wins the fight! Well, head peeking with the Krieg. Twixie does so well to stay alive. I'm overly surprised. But no, like, serious win conditions, ESPADA plays super loose, and they throw away a lot of advantages. They take 1v1s, and KOVA start hitting shots. That's really it. Economy control, they win rounds cleanly. They're on the verge of doing that. If Patsy finds 1 kill, there we go. That's not good for KOVA. They win a round, but they only survive with 2 players. Look at the investment. They're going to have a worse buy here than they did in the previous round.
Yeah, luckily for them, ESPADA's in much more awkward territory where now they have to decide if they want to force up off 3 weapons or they have a big lead, so we don't want to give that away. Okay, yeah, they're going to go for the safe route. I agree. The only problem with playing too safe, though, is you really don't want to relent on the economic pressure, right? Like, you want to keep KOVA where they're at right now, like, near the double eco, near the any eco. So, like, sometimes taking the safe route, even with large leads, isn't actually the most optimal play idea.
I get that for sure. 100% agree. The fact that they've taken a scout out, it puts a lot of pressure on Dexter, right? They're gambling that he's going to be able to find those tags. Because if they don't find 2 kills, then yeah, KOVA start to really gain control over their economy.
That's one.
Good tag.
He gets sidelined. Oh, I think he spotted that player running away. That's instant deletion. Now it's just Finnegan and Dima. No armor, just pistols. A single smoke for Dima. I don't really fancy their odds very much here. And I think KOVA will improve to 6 rounds at least. I think it's just inevitable at this point. Yeah, they're falling back to B. What's weird too is that Finnegan will still have a strange buy in this next round. It's not going to be the M4 that they're hoping for. It's still going to be FAMAS for him. I think Patsy might be in the same boat as well. Really, it's going to be Dima, Dexter, and Sophic the only ones who actually get a respectable buy out of this next round. I mean, economy situation is still sort of favorable for KOVA.
No, 100%. The T side will walk away with a better buy in the next than their opponents do. I'm curious to see whether the likes of Piatola upgrades that Galil. Because you want to save money up as well, but you also want to give yourself the best chance to win these rounds because you have no room for error. Good shot by Finnegan. He's trying to deal that damage before the round's done. It's a chance to get a little bit more, but misses the shot. He hasn't got a kit. He's just so aggressively hunting them. He'll pick up an AK. Does he get out of here alive?
Actually, if he goes in the corner... Oh, no, he went that way instead. If he had went to the other corner, he survives. Well, it is what it is. I'm unlucky.
I'm always very shaky on where you survive on 100 HP and like 80 or 70.
Yeah, especially without armor.
I'm just like, run! Run for your life! Like, no matter where I am, it could be planet B and I could be T-spawn and I'm still like, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I've only got 20 HP.
That's funny.
Woo!
There we go, though.
Very fast rush coming through.
Yeah, this is so risky. Now the counter nades come out. That's not really what they're hoping for. The anti-rush smoke is there on the barrels as well. Peku is able to win his duel. But Sophic, Finnegan, they're holding the crossbar. Strong Dima's here as well. And Sophic is just picking them apart from the headshot angle. And this is unfolding so poorly for KOVA. Damage dealt. Twixie does find the kill, at least. But still, damage has been punished.
Nice time. They know where the last player is. Peku's so low. And, man, plus rep to Finnegan. He's been standing there for about 17 minutes now. Just waiting. He hasn't gotten greedy at all. And look, Peku's not going to check it. Unless he sees him.
Oh,
He's
wait.
seen the edge of him. Oh,
Wait.
someone must have noticed. Someone on his team must have
Someone
noticed.
called it. Yeah.
They've called.
Oh, man. This ring around the rosy right now. The headshot angle is being taken. Peku doesn't really know if he's in the pit position or if he's gone the other direction. It's just a mind game right now. And he actually might have a jump on him. And he does. Peku securing the round, avoiding disaster for KOVA, extending their lifeline, Mitch. 7 now on the board. Economy for ESPADA broken, but they do have a loss bonus. It will be only a single eco this time. And KOVA, they're in a good spot to at least improve to 8 rounds, closing the gap from what was at one point a 10-round gap to only a potential 6-round gap.
I would say Finnegan made the right play there. His teammate behind him shouldn't have peeked. Finnegan had the jump, should have waited, and then swung once the player peeked up. The thing is, we literally saw Finnegan stand there for, I would say, about a minute. He was just stood behind that pillar, waiting patiently for someone to peek him, for them to push the site. I think it was Dima that was just shutting them down everywhere, and Sophic. But had they have actually killed Dima or Sophic, made it up to the bomb site, Finnegan would have went huge. So it's really, it's disgusting to me when a player does it so well, they play patient, and then they get punished for it anyway. Like, sometimes the world just works against you. Uli's very low. Yeah, he's not surviving that. That's 1 rifle to be picked up.
Yeah, it's 2 rifles to be picked up.
Yeah, Patsy got the one in connector.
Wait, this is weird. This is a race to the 8 site. This is actually almost, it feels possible for ESPADA somehow.
I would go for this. I think the right call is to go for it. Certainly, even that Deagle stands a great chance of doing damage. Without the armor, that's the only disadvantage they really have to play with. Dima gets shut down. Great peek by Durkeps down below. They don't know Patsy's here. It's a free frag. 1 versus 2. He knows one's bank. He's moving towards toilets. He has to know the other player is around here. Or suspected at least. And indeed he does. In the corner, he's not being checked.
Oh,
that armor, though.
Yeah, if he had Kevlar there, he actually might have had that kill. Dead to rights. And it is 14-8 after all. KOVA just marginally avoiding disaster here. And what a nice try there from the young gun for ESPADA. We're now back on the buy. Op available for Dexter. It is glass cannon this time, and the kits are not quite there for ESPADA either. So there's still disadvantages available. And I'm kind of surprised that there are. Like, you guys have a massive op bonus. You should be managing your economy a little better. But it's a fast fight here towards the A side this time for KOVA. Fast still has lined. Unfortunately, that flashbang and the spray not quite lined up. So man advantage once again for the Finnish side.
This is scaring me because this reminds me of the call, let's just finish it every single round. They're just investing all your economy in. ESPADA now have to start taking it very seriously because this is winnable for KOVA on a whole nother level. They've got a man advantage in this round. And winning this puts another eco in. That's double digits. KOVA playing it very slow. Look at their positions. They found an opening duel and they're not feeling pressure to go for it. 2 players down towards B2A and the bomb on the rotate. They're taking their time. They're going to sell a convincing fake. Even with this utility, the B players are not budging. They're sticking down in Monster. This is huge. Down goes 1. But as the bomb comes down, it falls. It goes down quite literally. The peak comes out. A little bit of team damage and Finnegan falls. AWP's already rotated in. Dexter finds 1. They're going to rotate up towards the A bomb site now, though. They know it's completely open and the bomb's already on the way. Dexter has no chance to catch Piatola off. And he's going to realize in a second that the rotate's over. I think saving is the only real call. He's given up so much control. They've already pushed A. As he knows, because the 2 players that were up there a second ago killed his teammate.
Yeah, and Twixie's literally in the CT tunnels. Like, if he even attempts to go for it, he's not going to make it past Twixie, I don't think. Now Twixie's hearing this. Dexter, just take it and go, man. I think he's aware that someone's around him, though. And he's right to have that fear. But it's going to be Twixie to get that jump, I feel. Oh. Oh, come on. What's going on? What is Twixie holding for? Just
the rotates, I guess. I'm very surprised he's in this position. He must have heard something from Dexter recently enough, but I would even assume that he's gone through tunnels to save and T-spawn by now. Jumping up and around, the steps are heard. Dexter knows there's someone here, and he catches them from behind. Twixie has waited so patiently for so long, and then he gets shot in the back.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to disregard that. Control Alt Delete, remove that from my mind. And we're on to this next round. 9-14. The 24th round, of course, ESPADA. Not quite where they want to be in terms of economy, so this will likely be another save. Now, I'm really hoping that they don't invest more than they need to. Like, I'm not liking this pistol armor, smoke, and little utility here. Like, it's bringing them down to a level they don't really need to be down to. Like, Pati, 1650. Why? You're going to have 5,000 now, which is barely enough for M4 armor utility. You won't have kit again. And Dexter, where's your armor? Get armor, Dexter! Well,
players do this a lot, where they buy down a little bit too low.
Right? It's actually insane.
For me, whenever you want to get a really strong buyout, like 2K is just the mark to go for. Maybe 1900, but stick around there. You're gonna get full utility level, whatever you want. You'll get your kit out. Different on the T side, obviously. So buys come a little bit cheaper, and you can get a lot more money even if you're on full loss bonus just with that bomb plan. So investing a little more can be worth it because it can give you a much better chance to win the round, but ESPADA have been a little bit reckless so far.
You know what's one thing that I haven't really seen many teams utilize that's kind of a flaw in this meta? If you actually have full loss bonus and you don't buy, like you just maybe get P250s only, no armor, no flashes, nothing, you can actually buy 2 times in a row after that.
Sure.
Criticisms or not, they're going to bust open the B site, and it's just Dexter with the op holding it down. Patsy with the armor that he bought previously, probably going to fancy that in the next round as well. And it is KOVA. But back and bring themselves up to double digits. I feel like they have now regained some sense of confidence and inspired me to believe in them more now that they've broken the double digits, which I think was probably one of my winning conditions.
Well, evidently everyone on ESPADA has broken their wrists.
That's your condition.
It's now confirmed.
All right, great.
You know, it's really odd how this one's playing out. Like, KOVA looked dead, and then all of a sudden they start waking up. They're recovering rounds that they had no notion of being involved in before. The T side, like, to see them swap to the T side, and this is where they start to perform. Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this map has been very weird lately. Like, it's not uncommon, especially underneath the T1 scene where teams tend to play a little bit slower. But at this level, it's kind of like random, right? Like, some rounds people are going really, really fast. Some rounds people are, you know, just going really, really slow. It's a little hard to predict. So sometimes you can get into the groove of things on the T side with the SGs, with the ops. But this round it's a little slow. KOVA looking for the battles. Twixie peering into the B site. Risky approach, considering it's only a 1v1 and there is no trade potential. But it also could work out if Finnegan peeks right into you. Dima's looking for the trade. Oh, the flash. I think that was his teammate's flash because no one got an assist for that one.
This is just heartbreaking. It really, really is. ESPADA swinging out. There's Sophic with 20. He looks down to Monster for more, but has to fall in the water. Molotov burning up. Oh no, Sopfic's burning up.
What?
Oh, he somehow survived that.
What?
He was saying, what is happening? Patsy comes down and kills him from connector. Sophic should already be dead. He was inside a Molotov with 3 HP. What's going on?
I have no idea how it's come down to this. Sophic, the wizard, dodging bullets like Neo from the Matrix, Mitch. That's what's happening. He's broken into the source code of the game. Now it's Pytola in the 1 versus 3. Sophic's on his left. I don't know if he expected him to be this deep, though. I think he might expect him to have fallen back into pit or some sort of position. And from the side, a good exchange of damage. That's not bad. A 1-for-1 or 1 for damage is still really good, considering Patsy and Dexter are both incredibly healthy. Now the bomb.
I like the flash.
Yeah.
Oh. Really smart. He avoids the nades. That's both frags used up. They know he's not planting now, though. That's the problem. He needed both of those kills to come through. 15 to 10. Look, for KOVA, I don't know how they didn't win that. And that's not even, like, I'm not saying that the way I have been so far today, where I'm criticizing the team. That was the unluckiest thing I've ever seen. I don't know how Sotfik survives. He was inside a Molotov from what I saw.
No, he was. He took like one or two ticks from it.
There was fire below his feet, and he was on 3 HP, and he just ran through. Then he runs from the ramp over the barrels, getting shot at by loads of people.
Avoids
nothing
hits
him
in the process.
Yep, nothing hits him. And he's just sat there like, oh, all right, I made it. That was intentional. And while everyone's trying to deal with him up behind from connector, and they just get ruined by Patsy. He gets the flank in.
Jesus. That's madness. That's insane, literally.
I don't know.
Wow.
I just don't know.
I'm just reimagining Sotfik running around the B site, avoiding bullets like no one's business. It's great.
Like, that situation sucked from their perspective, from KOVA's perspective. If they go back and watch that, they'll just be even more annoyed. Like, they'll already be thinking, how did we not kill that guy? Now they're like, how did we not kill him?
Right.
He did so much.
Crazy. Here we go, though. The final 5 attempts. Done a good job. They've strung more than 5 rounds together, so it's definitely possible that they can do it. But they have to fight back against a full buy here. SG, M4s, full utility. Now they have kits available finally. In KOVA, they're going to go back to what's been sort of working for them, which is these B hits, right? These kind of B projects on top, and they get completely run. Unfortunately, the crossfire is real this time around, and it's not Sotfik, it's Dima to shut it all down. And I think the chances here for Vitola have just went from possible to impossible in a matter of seconds.
Now they've legitimately gone from 0 to none. Dima's shutting it down with the final kill of the round. An ace for him in that last. What a beautiful and just perfect display of the last 2 rounds. And let's not talk about anything else that happened. ESPADA 16-10. I really thought this was going to be a more convincing map for them, especially with how it started out. I'm surprised they let it slip, because KOVA really had an opportunity to come back into it. And also fair play to them, because it's hard for teams at this level to sit down after getting 11 4 and a half and say, you know what, guys, we got this. Let's try our best. Like, not a lot of people can do that, and they really showed they had that potential.
Agreed. Besides the middle map, of course, the kind of the in-between, the Dust 2, that was a little sloppy for ESPADA. Everything else looked pretty fundamental, right? They had a pretty sweeping win on the first map on Mirage. They had a kind of sweeping win on Overpass, although it kind of got a little too close for comfort towards the end. And maybe that's a sign of they got overconfident or maybe too comfortable on that final. Maybe they just let go of the throttle just a little bit. But that was a solid performance, and congratulations to ESPADA. They have claimed the other final spot where they will battle Namiga for the championship title in Winners League Season 3 for the European Division. And that is all the action that we have for you for today. It's been a pleasure, Mitch. We're going to be signing off now as we move on to the giveaways. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Amazing caster, everyone. Please do follow this man right here. He is beautiful and the voice of a god and the casting skills of a legend. Follow him on Twitter. Grow his socials a little bit. And, of course, we will now be moving on to the giveaway. So goodbye, Mitch. Thank you for coming, man, and take it easy, brother.
My pleasure.